y'all, it's my review for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, episode 9. I hope y'all had a Merry Christmas. I did. I'm back in New York. I'm so glad that Beverly Hills is on a break this week so I can catch up. But yeah, let's get into the episode. So we get a little montage of the ladies' lives, and then we open with Sutton going on a date. And this is one of the guys that was set up with her from the matchmaker she hired. So far, they look like a good match for each other. He's age appropriate, he looks good for Sutton, and he seems like a gentleman. Now already, as soon as she sits down, Sutton is giving an awkward energy. Now the guy seems nice, but Sutton doesn't look interested at all. I don't even think she gave this poor guy a chance. He's not talking about how he sweats a lot, and now she's really uninterested. Oh man, now he's talking about his mom, and isn't that nice? Like a guy that treats his mom great? I mean, the way she's looking at him is like he's attached to his mom in a weird way. Maybe he should be asking more about Sutton instead of like talking about his mom. I feel like the guy was perfect for her. Like, I just think Sutton didn't give him a chance from jump. Well, this date is a dud, and Sutton's just proud of herself that she didn't leave it early. Next scene, we're at Kyle's house, and she's being visited by Anne-Marie. Oh, her voice. I don't think I'm ever going to get used to it. She has like a Mickey Mouse voice. Hello, how are you? How are you doing, Kyle? How are you doing? Can she just take it down a notch? Is she talking like that on purpose? Does she talk like that to disarm white people? Side note, that's a nice ass charcuterie spread Kyle has. If it's one thing she know how to do, it's host. So Dorit arrives, and as soon as she sits down, she throws shade at Sutton's narrow esophagus. Kyle is then giving Anne-Marie a pat on the back for coming for Sutton and her esophagus. I bet she's just so glad she got her own Garcelle now. Anne-Marie thinks she did nothing wrong, but present day, if y'all seen the videos by Tiffany Moon and Dr. Nicole from Miami, they were dragging her. Why is Sutton even the topic of discussion? They're now discussing how Sutton contradicts herself a lot. Like they will not let her live down eating bacon when she says she doesn't eat meat. So Kyle's telling them about this project she's working on, and Dorit's taken aback because she thought Kyle would have told her this already. She's like, well, what else you haven't told me? You got a new tattoo? What a coincidence she said that, because Kyle's like, well, actually, I do. And Dorit's surprised again. And then Kyle goes into her story about her new best friend, Morgan. And the ladies are gagged that Kyle gave her a tattoo as well, especially, her first initial. Like, it's just so annoying to me because Kyle is acting like, ooh, I'm doing something exotic with a lesbian. I'm interesting now. It shouldn't be a big deal, but she's kind of bragging about it. Again, I call it a midlife crisis. I'm still confused by the relationship they have because they haven't known each other for a while, yet you're tattooing your initial on this woman. Is y'all bumping coochies or not? Yeah, Dorit looks a little jealous, especially because Kyle's known her for 7 years, and she's only known this Morgan character for 1 or 2. So next scene we're with Garcelle, and she's meeting up with Erica for drinks. Side note, I thought this place looked really cute. It's on Sunset. I was telling my friend in LA, oh, let's go. But his bougie ass, he was like, oh, it's kind of like one of those sceney joints. It's overpriced. I'm like, okay, fine. But it does look cute in the inside, and I love me a lychee martini. But anywho, they're catching up with each other, and Garcelle tells her, well, I invited a surprise guest. And Erica thinks it's Denise, but it's not. It's actually Sutton. Classic Garcelle being a producer. I mean, she's a producer in real life too, so I'm not surprised. I do like this group of ladies together. If it was Crystal instead of Erica, it just wouldn't have been the same. And speaking of Crystal, the next gathering is at her place for Taco Tuesday, and Denise Richards will be there. So they're on the topic of Denise now, and Erica thinks that she just needs to let it go, like she did at Kyle's dinner, politely. And Garcelle tells her the reason Denise is pissed at her because this is all over the threesome conversation that Erica had at her house while her kids were present. And then later on, she made the comment that they know what a threesome is if they haven't had one already. Now, it seemed like she was throwing shade at her kids, but according to her, she just meant that kids these days have access, like to phones, to, movies. Like, they know what threesomes are if they haven't done so themselves already. She could have left that part out, but that's just Erica. I'm not sure why Denise is harping on that, but I do think that because Lisa Rinna isn't on the show anymore, Erica is the next closest thing to take her anger out on, since that was her best friend. And here go Erica again, like with her last 2 to 3 years, what she's been going through. Violins, girl. She says she's moved on from the drama, but then Garcelle says, well, what about when Taco Tuesday comes? You're gonna see her. Basically, Erica says, don't start none, won't be none. So the cocktails are flowing now. They're ordering one after the other, after the other. They're having kitchen table talk. And then Erica says, did you know it's only $7 for a naked bundle of Denise Richards on OnlyFans? Now, my gay ass, I thought she was talking about like naked bundle of hair. But no, she's talking about bundle of photos. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's Denise Richards. I would think she could charge like at least $19.99. Now, I see Garcelle laughing and kikiing about it with Erica. Now, if I was Denise Richards watching this, I think I would feel some type of way of my friend laughing at somebody I don't fuck with. But, okay. So as they're about to leave, Garcelle says she hope nobody's driving. And someone was like, you know I always have my driver that I like. And Garcelle says, oh, the one you made out with? And it looks like that was a secret between the two of them. But then Erica's like, oh. Now, hearing that as a friend, you're like, get it, girl. But outside of that, other people can take that as, girl, you making out with your help? Now, I wonder, what side are y'all on this? Like, I think it's harmless if it's consensual, but still, it's like a power dynamic, so it's a thin line. So next scene, we see most of the ladies getting ready for Taco Tuesday. But with Kyle, and I appreciate the fact that she does her own makeup. She gets a glam squad for the special occasions, but if it's just like a night out or whatever, she just does her own makeup. Some of the ladies have glam squads for everything. But anywho, she's talking to Anne-Marie on FaceTime. She's in Hawaii right now, so she won't be going to the event. It looks like everyone's anticipating Erica and Denise being in the same room again. And then we cut to Sutton getting her glam, and she's looking at Denise Richards' OnlyFans. I'm actually curious now, does she have one still? Let me see. Hopefully she brought the price up. Oh, so she still has it. It's free. It's a free trial for 30 days. Okay. Do you like the view? Tip $11 and I'll DM you the whole set. Jumping in the tub, tip and I'll send you this photo. Feeling naughty again, want to see? Tip and I'll DM you this photo. I got you a snack, peach emoji, tip $9 for the uncensored pic in your DMs. Okay, and these are like recent. Get your coin, girl, get your coin. Sutton is really researching her page right now. I feel bad for Denise because these ladies don't take her seriously. Well, speaking of Denise, we see her and Garcelle on their way to Crystal's. Ooh, and here go crafty producer Garcelle telling Denise what Erica told her when they went to get drinks. Can I be honest with y'all? I can't wait till Garcelle has a little scandal of her own because she real comfortable being the Phaedra Parks of the show. I mean, she does share more of her life than Phaedra, but y'all know what I mean. Like more so in the background and the spotlight ain't really on her. Because you know on these Housewives shows, everybody gets their turn. I'm just being objective. I love Garcelle. So next we're with Kyle and Dorit riding together, and Dorit's just telling Kyle like how she doesn't feel as close to her anymore. Like that was her bestie. Like they would be traveling all the time together, and she's just wondering why. She says it's in her confessional, but then Kyle, we cut to her confessional, and she says, the reason why I'm not really that close with Dorit anymore like that is because I wanted her back when Kathy was on the show. Like she felt that she didn't have her back during the reunion. Oh, and she's saying that in private, it was something different. But in public, she wasn't defending her. I love how Kyle is saying she's confused by people not understanding her relationship with Morgan. Girl, really? Like y'all doing things that couples do. Like the relationship doesn't seem platonic. And it looks like you're teeter-tottering on becoming a lesbian. Which is fine, but it just seems like you're getting off on the attention of people wondering. Oh, we cut to Dorit's confessional, and she said she feels like she's being replaced. Look, I feel like low-key, Kyle and Dorit may have messed around. Just saying. So next scene we're with Crystal, who I just keep forgetting is on the show. The food she's making, well, the food her staff is making looks great. And we're then introduced to her friend, Nia. It really sucks because I loved her instantly. The problem is, if we keep her, that means we have to keep Crystal. So Dorit and Kyle are the first to arrive, along with some of Crystal's friends. We cut to Dorit's confessional. She says she's always surprised to see how many friends Crystal has. And you know what? I feel the same way because she's so damn boring. I feel like, maybe production just has it out for her. I feel like we still haven't seen an authentic Crystal. Anyway, we see her friend Nia talking to the ladies, and it's just an effortless flow of conversation. Then we find out that her husband is Bill Burr. He's a comedian. I've never heard of him. Maybe I've seen him in a movie or two, but I can't point him out in the lineup. So they're on the topic of the Magic Mike show, and Dorit's telling Nia about their friend Sutton, who had a complete meltdown. Now here goes Dorit again, bringing up Sutton's name to shade her. You didn't have to bring that up, especially to a new person, Dorit. Nia, though, looks like she's enjoying the tea they're giving her on Sutton. So a little later, most of the ladies get there. They're outside, and it must be cold in LA. Was it really that cold? It was probably in the 50s, but everyone's complaining about the cold, and Crystal's like, oh, we're just having it outside for a little bit. It looks like she intended for them to be out there for a while, so she could have got some heaters or something to accommodate everybody. But yeah, we see Denise as she's walking up to Dorit and tells her, oh, I had a fever of over 100 as soon as I got home. Trying to explain her behavior at Kyle's dinner. We then see the flashback of Denise's upside down jacket. Dorit just lets it go though. So in walks Sutton, and everyone's just staring at her because it looks like she's dressed for the summertime. I'm not really a fan of this dress, but she looks cute. You can kind of see the Spanx though through the dress. And Dorit got something to say. Oh, never mind. It looks like all the ladies have something to say about Sutton's dress. Kyle even calls her Lil Bo Peep. But enough of the ladies complain to Crystal for her to just move everything inside now. Oh, and we have another appearance by Kim Richards. Yes, I love seeing Kim. Can we just invite Kim to everything? Wait a minute, a little side note. Taco Tuesday, but they got everything on their butt tacos. I see dumplings, I see steak, cauliflower. Crystal, if you want to have a gathering, just say that. So later we see Erica, Sutton, and Dorit talking. Dorit and Sutton, they're kind of just having a frenemy conversation. And they get over Dorit gossiping, saying that she puts vodka in her coffee. So then they're telling Dorit about the night they went out with Garcelle and they had a fun time. And then Erica just blurts out that Sutton made out with her driver. And for the people to say that in front of you, had to say it in front of Dorit. And from the look on Sutton's face, it looked like it's something that she doesn't want to be repeated. But, too late. Your good girl Garcelle already said it on camera. Also, Dorit, the reason why you weren't invited to the cocktail hour is because Garcelle doesn't like you. So then Sutton's giving details about the situation that happened with her driver. She said that they just had a little makeout session. He was handsome, charming, and he told her to sit in the front seat. So next we see Dorit talking to Garcelle about how she's still kind of pissed at Crystal for drumming up beef between her and Sutton. We then get a little montage of flashbacks of Crystal stirring the pot. I personally think it was a little underhanded for her to go run and tell Sutton what Dorit said, especially because she didn't defend Sutton in that moment when she could have. So the ladies all gather around in the living room talking. The attention's on Sutton, she's telling a story. And then, new girl Nia, who I like, asks Sutton, well, tell us about Magic Mike. What happened with that? And Sutton's giving her reasons why it was uncomfortable for her. And she's saying, well, I ruined the whole night. So thank you for asking. Thank you very much. There's a little awkward silence, and Garcelle asks her, well, how did you know about that? And then Nia says, oh, well, the ladies were talking. We're talking about Magic Mike, and they said, you had not a great experience. So now it seems that Sutton is on defense right now, and Dorit then points out her contradicting herself, saying, well, honey, you brought $51 bills ready. Come on now, what did you expect? And I gotta agree with Dorit at this moment. During the whole Magic Mike thing, Sutton was dead wrong. You can't defend that, even though I like Sutton. It was mostly because she didn't get any attention, and she wore pants for nothing. She wanted to be on stage getting her legs spread wide. Sutton tells ladies, can you really picture me stuffing ones into a stripper's pants? And then out of left field, Dorit says, well, you made out with your driver. The other ladies, who don't know Sutton, they are gagged. Sutton looks mad. Like, she looks real mad. Like, Garcelle comes to her girl's defense and says, you know what? Like, that was between me, her, and Erica. You said that to embarrass her, which is true. Like, Dorit did that on purpose. And I'm like, why is Dorit going so hard at Sutton? Like, go hard at Crystal. I don't mind that. Dorit's trying to explain herself to Garcelle, saying like she didn't think it was a secret and they were just talking about it 20 minutes ago. Sutton then interjects and says these two situations have nothing to do with each other. My driver is my friend now, and now she's trying to, make an excuse for making out with her driver. Ooh, Crystal's friends are getting a show. Like, you can see them two looking at each other. Like, they didn't even say anything. It was all in the eyes. I gotta show y'all. Look. They know, oh my God. Y'all see that? That is the look. That's the look I give my friend when we're in a situation like this. Sutton's now calling out Dorit, and then we get a call back to the name 'em situation. Why did you bring it up? Why did you bring it up? Why did you bring it up? Like, Dorit's still trying to talk. She's in the same situation as Kyle was. Why did you bring it up? Why? I would stop. So now we're getting the Taco Tuesday from hell. We cut to Dorit's confession, and she says she brought it up because someone was talking about her prudish behavior. And it's like, okay, well, 5 minutes ago, I found out that you made out with a random driver. Now, be that as it may, that Sutton contradicts herself. You didn't have to embarrass her in front of strangers. Like, maybe if it was just the girls, Sutton wouldn't have been so offended. But you're saying this in front of, a party. And it looks like the women are judging her. So yeah, Dorit's still saying that, oh, well, we were just playing and going back and forth. We were all laughing ago. Like, she's trying to play dumb. But Garcelle enters the conversation again to hold Dorit's feet to the fire, saying, come on now, you tried to embarrass her. Like, cut the shit. She didn't say it like that, but that's how she meant it. Dorit looked like she's backed into a corner because Garcelle and Sutton is coming at her. She then asks Garcelle, like, why are you assuming that I'm trying to embarrass her? Can you give me the benefit of the doubt? Dorit feels like Garcelle will take any moment to come at her, and she thinks she really doesn't like her. Now, this is me being objective again. I do think that Garcelle does not like Dorit. But in that moment, I think she was just coming to Sutton's defense because, you tried to embarrass the girl and she's calling you out. Like, you know what you were doing. All I'm saying, though, is two things can be true. Yes, she doesn't like Dorit, but also she was defending her friend Sutton because you were trying to embarrass her. Garcelle and Dorit are still going at it, and Dorit brings up the fact that Garcelle brought it up in the first place, and we're all just laughing, having a good time. Garcelle's like, well, if you have to say that, then we're not having a good time. And then Dorit, she tries to pull the, well, Garcelle, you decided to attack me. Here we go. Garcelle's like, I did not attack you. Calm down. I think Dorit had a poor choice of words. She should have said, you coming for me right now. But attack? I don't know. She's not attacking you. She's calling your ass out. She's not getting it. She's not getting the connotation of her words. She keeps saying, well, it feels like an attack. You're attacking me. So it's getting more spicy. And Garcelle says, let me make this clear. I wasn't attacking you. We were having a conversation. Dorit ain't backing down. She's like, well, you suggested that I was trying to embarrass her. Garcelle's like, well, I didn't suggest. I told you. And that's not an attack. And Dorit's like, well, it feels like an attack. Like, what word did you want me to use? Garcelle has had enough. And she said, I don't know. For you and your privilege, I can't. Ooh, you can hear a pin drop in the room. All the white women's eyes get big. And Dorit's face is cracked. What's that supposed to mean? I will say, Dorit, the way you were telling Garcelle, oh, what's a better word then? You were being condescending. And I think that's what really set Garcelle off. But to my surprise, and probably y'all's surprise, soon as Dorit says, well, what's that supposed to mean? Erica immediately jumps in. She says, well, it means you're white and words have different connotations for you. Well, damn, Erica. I still don't care for you, but okay, for knowing. We cut to Erica's confessional to give her little definition for the white people watching this episode. Once Erica interjected, Dorit immediately backs down. She apologizes to Garcelle and says, well, I would love to have a conversation. Garcelle's like, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, if you think she didn't like you then, she definitely don't like your ass now. Garcelle's like, I am not here to educate you. Whew, get her. Now, also, as a reviewer, I gotta say that Dorit, I don't think she's racist. I think she's ignorant. I think she could be in a bubble. And I think she used the wrong words. I think she should have said, Garcelle, why are you coming for me? Like that. Attack was definitely not the right word. I'm just glad she didn't say aggressive, because, woo, Lord, she definitely would have been canceled then. Also, quickly, I just want to bring up the conversation going on Twitter. Like, it's like a small minority, like about 20% of people saying that they're tired of Garcelle having to lay out the black car or the microaggressions car, what have you, and using it like when one of the women is coming at her. In this situation, I don't think it applies because Dorit, she puts her foot in her mouth a lot. So I'm not surprised she didn't even know about the connotations of those words. And it is her job, like her own job, to learn about that, not Garcelle's. But I do feel like we all know that the white women on the cast are, they kind of second guess themselves before going at Garcelle because it can be a landmine. And we just saw it with Dorit. Child, Dorit ain't got nothing to say now. All she can do now is sip her drink. Well, leave it to Kim Richards to break the tension. The Bugatti was great. So then the ladies that just entered the room, Crystal, Erica, Kyle, Kim, they just want to know what's going on. How did we get here? And Denise lets them know that Dorit spilled the beans about the driver, and Dorit's saying that she said it in jest. But then Dorit, she has her eyes set on Crystal now and wants to call her out for telling Sutton that she puts vodka in her coffee. So then Crystal, the spotlight is on you now to defend yourself. I just want to get my words together. She choked. Okay, girl, sit back down. Dorit was like, well, it looks like you did. Crystal had her chance for this moment, but she blew it. So then Sutton, she tells the ladies, well, y'all can talk about me however you want. She goes into a whole soliloquy about how she's onward and upward. The ladies' faces, especially Kyle's, even Crystal's face. Sutton is like, while you guys are chattering, I'm going to be in the front. You're going to be behind me. Another pause because look at Crystal's face. Okay, Crystal, you redeem yourself with that moment. After Sutton finished talking, it is dead silent. I like this more than the dinner party from hell. Like, this is fun. Afterwards, Dorit tells Sutton that she apologizes. It just doesn't really come off sincere. And then Denise chimes in again and says, well, it just seemed like you were being very judgmental. Ooh, so now Dorit was like, I got something for you, bitch. She now tells her, well, did you clear up the thing you had with Erica? Dorit know what she was doing. Even the look on Garcelle's face, if you pause the scene, she gave a little smirk. She's like, bitch, you want to come for me? Okay, let me throw your ass to Erica. Don't make me call Erica. Dorit's in full drive now, trying to get Erica and Denise to talk. And Erica's like, okay, pot stirrer. It looked like Denise don't want that smoke with Erica. She's not even looking at Erica's direction. She's like, what are you doing, Dorit? She then tells Dorit to bring it down a notch. Just more awkward silence, and Dorit has had enough. Like, she's like, well, I'm going to go home and see my husband. She leaves early because Dorit, she was on one. She was taking it from all sides, coming for everybody. This is season 7 Dorit. This is the Dorit we saw on her first season. And I appreciate it. I get it with the whole Garcelle thing, but Dorit showed up to work in this episode. This was the villain that I love to hate, not the fashionista that was coasting for 2-3 seasons. Someone on Twitter said, she went home to cry in PK's arms. So now that Dorit left, Denise is now talking to Erica. She's like, well, I did want to have this conversation. Erica's like, well, I don't want to have this conversation. Damn, why Dorit had to leave? The party just getting started. Erica tells her, you had your chance to say your issue with me. You had an agenda. You called me a bitch. I apologize. And now she calls her out from what I guess she told Kyle at a different party, called her a fucking bot monster or a see you next Tuesday monster, something. So now she's calling out Denise for that. So now Denise doesn't recall herself saying that. I mean, how wasted you were, I mean, it's not surprising. So then Erica asks her, well, what's your problem with me then? And then Denise says, the whole thing about, saying her 14-year-old should know what a threesome is. Erica is calm and poised and direct. Like, she was ready. She came ready. Unfortunately, Denise wasn't. Erica then says again that kids these days, they know what threesomes are. And then Denise was like, well, I'm talking about my daughter. So then Erica says, well, doesn't your oldest daughter have an OnlyFans? Like, she doesn't know? Ooh, she brought up the daughter's OnlyFans? So kids are on the table now, Erica. The same Erica who bit Eileen's head off for mentioning her grown-ass cop of a son. Okay, I'm just keeping score. Denise tells it's a fucking low blow that you would bring up my daughter's OnlyFans. Erica, she does not care. She said you came in slurring your words, couldn't put a sentence together, calling me a bitch. You think I ain't gonna go low? Erica's like, have you met me? So here we are. All Denise has to say is, you're a mean woman. That's what you got, Denise? Denise, you had all this time and you're kind of sober, I'm guessing now. Damn, like we were rooting for you, Denise. Now you ain't got nothing for Erica? You're a mean woman. There is so much in the book that you could get Erica at. You're a mean woman? Really? Do you need some help? Erica's like, you asked for it. When you came to her house acting like a fucking bitch, coming for me. Denise then calls Erica a fucking bitch. Erica's like, what, 4 years ago when nobody remembers? Denise, again, just tongue-tied like, you're fucking mean. Erica's like, well, I think it's great, but tell me, who's more profitable on OnlyFans, you or Sam? Damn. I mean, she just took out the knife and was like, oh my goodness. I mean, look at Kim and Kyle. Oh my God, the reactions. All Kim could do is, damn, Erica. She went there. Now, Denise has full range to go gutter with her. Like, she could slap her in the face. It'll be warranted. Damn, and that's where the episode ends, y'all. This was better than a dinner party from hell, in my opinion. Oh, man. Like, Denise, we were rooting for you. You were not ready. You were not ready to go up against Erica. Like, she's willing to go low for you. Like, what? All this stuff you have on her. Like, the cop's son, I would have came for him. Like, when's the last time you saw your son? Did you raise your son? What about, coming for Tom? Like, her fraud. She ain't got no money. You got more money than her. Just so much. Somebody help Denise. Somebody get her a caddy gay to teach her ass to read. Oh, man. Got me rooting for Erica. Look, I would love to know what y'all think about this. Like, I cannot wait until the continuation. I'm guessing next week. We are getting a new Miami tonight. I'm going to get on that this weekend, y'all. But with that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you for the next episode. Bye.